automation interface. So now, what is automation? From where did it all started? It started from this. Nothing is clear from this. When industrialization was over, every controls were looked after by human beings. If you want to see something, if you want to change something on a machinery, you need to be there. Then General Motors started to think, what can we do? Because the human available in the field is going to be decreasing, and we don't have enough persons to look after this. Then they came up centralized control. That's like using processors to like do the things which human used to do for like 10 persons is reduced to 1 person. But still, as you see, it's not possible for a man to check from one side of a control room to the other side. Then again, like General Motors and other companies started looking for other solutions, and Windows came up. Then they had this human-machine interface, a good tool. There, the whole thing was reduced in a very small room, but still, if you have some problem in the company, like in the machineries, you need someone to be there and you need to call him. You cannot take this huge machinery, like huge computers there, and change the values. So like, that's the existing solution. That's what's happening today. So, fixed heavy computers, platform dependent. That is, you need Windows, or like it can only work on Windows, and that's what it's like, because at least a Windows laptop. That is like, you cannot do anything with your Apple iPad, not iPod, or your phone. And lots of machinery spread out of the factory. So like, the person needs to go from the control room to like 10 or 20 kilometers a day. And that's where our project is. What our project is, very clear. 1,000 words can be said by one picture. That is, to to make an automation interface that can work on a tablet PC. So let's go to our goals. The goals we set, that is easy to set up, simple, and environment independent. So it's like it can work on any machineries, like any Linux, Ubuntu, Mac OS, or Windows, anything. And it's fast, and it's a common standard. So now comes what we achieved from it. Before we go to what we achieved, this is small diagram how it works. So like, you have your tablet with you, you have a user interface in your tablet, you click on it, wirelessly it is transferred to the server, and the server commands to the factory floor, like to each machineries. So now let's go to the achievements. So this is what we achieved. It's an HTML5 based, and it just have one MB footprint. That is like, you can load it in your modern smartphones, and local storage, that you don't need to store, like download all the data every time. You can just refresh your variable values. And actually, we were able to connect to the server of Metsu, and we were able to communicate with the server from Metsu. And we have built a small editor also, which can use to build this control systems, so that a need of a software engineer, a high qualified software engineer, is not required. So now, just bullshitting on the slides, instead of that, we'll go to our projects. So this is our project. We depicted like a melting of some iron. So like, you have like the supply of gasoline or petrol, as we say in our country, and then you have everything connected. Now another demo is